gonna take a call. It's our lovely friend Ant.
Hey Gary, how's it going?
From the Fortuna podcast. Hi Ant.
How's it going, man?
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
PAX East correspondent, loaned out from the Fortuna agency. How are you, Ant Dahl? Go ahead.
I'm still recovering from PAX.
Yeah, you sound good.
Well, thank you.
Now
I'm trying.
I'm sneaking in here.
Yeah, it has been a long time since I played this game.
And doesn't it look beautiful as ever?
Oh, it still looks good. I think it's still one of the best looking games on the system.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really, I think, like I said, it's like the last AAA console game. Like I've yet to see. Now a lot of people in other genres, are gonna have arguments. Dark Souls is still just fucking bigger than ever. It's just not. It's not the story type of game that I'm so used to playing.
Yeah,
and this one
I
significantly had less
that.
story than the others. That's interesting too.
I think that actually kind of bummed me out about this game. I play Metal Gear for the story elements, and they just didn't do it for me in this one. But I still really like the game.
I feel like it was definitely a different way to tell the story, but I was satisfied. I totally can agree and see what you're saying. For whatever reason, I connected with it because it made me feel like I was Solid. It made me feel more like I was Solid Snake, or
totally
Venom Snake.
I don't know. I really like this game and what it did with the story. There are pieces of it that I really do like, but there are other aspects of it that just kind of they get to me.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our preferences.
Yeah. I think my biggest complaint with this game was in the second half where you had to play for like 2 hours before the next mission would unlock.
Because you know what? My playthrough, I was so absorbed with this game, I was just attacking it for, a month straight, all the free time I could muster. I don't really know how or in what order stuff unlocked for me. It just did, and it always worked fine.
Okay.
But yeah, did you have like a requirement that you couldn't meet, or you felt like it took a long time to meet?
No, there's a couple missions towards the end that you need to just kind of wait for them to roll out, and I think it was just at the time where I was just feverishly trying to get to the end of this game.
Oh, okay.
And they just wouldn't unlock for me to do that.
I was like taking turns with side missions in between, other missions. Like I was really absorbing it all in, one kind of giant unit. Like there wasn't one aspect like I just went after story.
Yeah, I actually really want to play through the story again in this, but
yeah,
I
like
would have
one
to
linear
delete my
playthrough.
Save. Yeah,
that would be fun.
I just don't want to delete my save and delete all the progress I made on Mother Base.
Yeah, well, you could just start at mission 1 and go through each one, and you'll get all the stuff, wouldn't you?
There's a couple side missions you can't redo. Which I think
sign
is
in.
kind of
Here's what you do. You sign into your PlayStation with a different account.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, and then you could theoretically do that if you just want that pure experience all over again.
So
but, I love how vast it goes though, because like there's still a ton of shit I can do and level up and grind to get, and like even another FOB that I still have yet to buy.
Oh, I've seen the skin you have for D-Dog and D-Horse. I did not know those were even in the game.
Oh yeah. At all. And the parade tack is pretty goofy. Shit. Where is that guy? There he is.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I feel like a lot of this game lacked some of the goofiness for me. So I didn't know that that parade thing was even in the game. I would have used that.
The what thing?
The parade.
Or the parade tack horse outfit. Yeah, you know what? I think I bought it, but I haven't used it yet. But there's even a Fury Corn, which is like the flaming horse that the Man on Fire rides.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah. Oh, look, I didn't pick up that diamond. Okay, we got cutscene incoming. Well, and while I don't have to concentrate so much on relying on reflex mode, because I'm a bitch, that's how I roll. But I want you to give me a recap. You were out at PAX East. We got to hang out a little bit around the booth during the show floor. How was your experience? How was it?
I had an infinitely better experience this year than I did last year.
Oh, really?
Last year just felt like a blur to me. I just did not have that much fun aside from coming to the booth and like talking to you and going to the panel and everything. This year, I just nonstop in the indie section, checking out new games, talking to people, meeting new people, coming back to the Mega64 booth just to hang out with you for a bit. I had a fucking blast this year. It's actually made me excited for next year, and that's never happened with PAX. PAX ends, and I'm just like, I don't think I'll do that next year. And then I end up going, and I've been going for the last 5 years.
Wow.
But this year, I'm like really excited to go next year.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, and yeah, it seems like there was a large indie presence, and that's where you can get some real hands-on time without really waiting in line for a long time. Like, I heard that, you know, they had the PlayStation VR there, but it was a process in which you had to download their fucking app, then you gotta sign up using the app.
You had to have like
tricky.
the PlayStation Experience app to get into the booth or something like that.
I get it. They want people to use their app and download it, but like you're just screwing us.
You look well rested
with these loopholes. But you kind of have to have the loopholes on the other hand, though. So I can play devil's advocate for them. The lines would just be crazy as fuck if you didn't.
You became a demon.
Yeah, I don't even really go. The only time I would go over to that section of the convention floor was to get to the Mega64 booth.
They got to make it hard to line up
and
get into the stuff, so not everyone wants to play. Because, like I was before, I never finished my point, but that Sony VR, that PlayStation experience with the headset demo, it was booked through the first day and half of the second day by the end of the first day, and then halfway through Saturday it was booked the rest of the weekend, from what I heard.
It doesn't surprise me. It's crazy.
Rest in peace.
I heard this year there were more attendees than there are at PAX Prime.
I would definitely believe that, and I heard that as well. Their turnstiles were huge, absolutely fucking mammoth. I mean, there are people out there. We saw a lot of fucking people, man. I mean, there was crowds and new faces constantly coming by the booth.
Yeah, you guys were out of that sweet new sweater that I wanted before I even got to the booth.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the hot ticket. Last year was the hats. This year, hats lasted us all the way to the last day. They are sold out now. But that sweater, man. Luckily, I think some are on their way here to the studio or online. So we'll have a second chance. And of course, we're gonna like put in more orders for that stuff because we know you guys want it. We don't want to pull some Mondo bullshit. Let's try that again. We don't want to pull some Mondo bullshit or some Reebok bullshit. I was like, Reebok tried to release those alien stompers and only made 36 of them and just basically pissed off everyone who was willing to spend the money, but didn't realize there's only 36 of them. I get with custom stuff, but you can't over fucking hype it without telling them right up front, hey, there's only 36 of them.
Hey, I love Alien. Alien's one of my favorite films of all time, but like, it just kind of seems like the whole 426 thing is kind of lame.
LV 426?
Yeah, it just feels like, hey, the Star Wars guys got their date.
I did that out in the open like a goofball. Hold on, Ant. I gotta run to some cover because I'm really up shit's creek. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Get up here. Why won't Snake jump? Okay, lay down. I gotta call in this deployment fast. I gotta go supply drop, and I want a weapon that is a sniper rifle. Fuck, I gotta hurry. The Brennan or the Reznov. No, it's the anti-material rifle. Fuck, no, it's that one. And put it right there, please. Okay. Don't eat it. I'm gonna hide in here until this works. What were we saying, Ann? Refresh my memory, please.
Oh, just that like the whole LV426 day is kind of.
Oh.
I think personally it's kind of like, oh, Star Wars has their day. How come we don't have ours? It just seems kind of weird. But
Yeah, I don't know, that having a day, like they have a Back to the Future day, then they have the fucking Alien day, and like, is there a Ferris Bueller's day? I don't know. What's next? How many more like media companies want to like market on a day? Because that's all it really is.
Yeah, that's what it is to me. And I don't know. Maybe this was like a celebration of Alien, but it just seems more of like a cash grab to me.
Yeah, it's I mean, I could understand like putting out a special edition of some stuff like on one of those days. Did I catch him? Yes, I did. That's always fun. Okay, he's dead. Extract. Because I want the body. Run, here's jumping. There we go. Wait, no, these are just innocent baddies. And I'm still here.
Okay.
With you.
Well, I don't wanna interrupt.
No,
yeah,
this
you're
is
concentrating on this.
I'm one hit killing skulls like it's like no one's business.
Yeah, my stream is catching up and I'm seeing that. It's fucking crazy. I always have trouble with you guys.
Fuck, he hit me.
But I do have a
Dead.
question for you. If you don't mind me asking while you're doing this.
No, go ahead. I'll hear you out. Ready?
So, I'm getting towards the end of my semester and I have a ton of work to do. And this weekend I'm working on an animated project. It's a like stop motion project. It needs to be 3 minutes long. So my friends and I will be posted up in my apartment for 2 days straight working on this just to get it done.
Oofda. That's a hell of a tactic.
Yeah.
2 days of intense labor, huh?
I'm not looking forward to it. So my question for you is, what's the hardest project you've worked on in the shortest period of time?
God, I mean, that Metal Gear Rising costume for Sean was a real bitch. That,
Yeah.
that took a long fucking time. I gotta pick up the goddamn honeybee. Where is it? I believe I was sitting here when I had it dropped over here.
Don't forget the target.
Why do I not see it?
Mission is to bring the honeybee
Hold on, let me
back
put
to
on some
base.
goggles. I think that would be my answer. Is the all Metal Gear theme today? Oh, here it is. The Rising costume, man, for sure. That was one of the hardest. It was a really cramped schedule, and I remember I kept delaying the shoot because I really wanted to put more time into it.
Yeah, that costume always looks fucking awesome too. That's
Just so, and you know, like I'm so
one of my
disappointed
favorite
because
videos.
there's parts of the back and the bottom of it that just were kind of like minimalist because we just had to get something done. I had to get something done.
It's actually like one of my favorite things about like the special effects and costumes that you make with Mega64 though, is that like
All right, mission complete, boss.
you do
you'll
go
actually
all
break a
out,
sweat next
but
time, huh?
you have your own,
Fuck, I only
your
got an
very
A.
own touch on it that it looks a little minimalistic. Like I'm thinking about the arm you made for Derek.
Yeah.
In the Phantom
Well,
Pain video. You made that out of a fucking 7-Eleven cup.
Yeah,
didn't you?
and that's really the look of most of my props and kind of cosplay, I guess, for the guys is just cheap and a found object, like household items. That's how I started doing makeup effects, which is shit you could buy at a grocery store. And then, you know, I've moved up to, you know, things you gotta order online and actual stuff you could go to costume shops to get. But
Their speed.
for the custom, you know, costumes or
They attacked the Soviets
props,
too.
I kind of use what I know how to work with, which happens to be a lot of construction equipment
Yeah.
and
What the hell are they?
stuff like that. So it's just kind of what's around and available, what I can get a hold of cheaply that I can kind of brainstorm. A lot of times I'll go into craft stores or go into like a Home Depot and just walk around looking at products to kind of feel them out and see if they would work for, you know, the task at hand, whatever it may be.
There's one more thing troubling me.
But some of the
What
newer
happened in
stuff
the
and some of
Exactly.
my latest work
Whole squads
has actually
of
had
Harleys
budgets
out
behind
being
it, so
killed without a
it's
fight.
shown through a little
No
more, like
trace
with
of
the
basic
orcs.
weaponry.
Oh yeah.
What does it all mean?
And even
The arcs
Even-
we
Here
did
to find
last
out.
year were fucking amazing.
right.
even that. Oh, thank you. But
We
even
really
that
need
Metal
to know
Gear
the truth
5
will reveal
sketch,
itself.
and yeah, the
Even if
hand
it's ugly.
and the rest of the costume is already kind of stuff I had from my airsoft gear. That's always been a big help in our videos too. But yeah, man, it was good seeing you out there. I'm glad you had a better time. Your advice to everyone is go to the indie section. Check out the games that you want to play there.
Definitely.
Do you have anything else they can check out? Yeah, are you reporting anything back from PAX on the Fortuna podcast?
Well, we're working on something that we shot very, very briefly with you. Hopefully that'll be out within the next week.
Okay,
So-
I know Royce is always tweeting that stuff. The viewers
Yeah.
at home probably follow Royce.
Royce
as well on
rules,
Twitter.
by the way. Like,
Oh, he's
I-
so on top of it. Shouts out to Royce.
I have never asked him to
at all
like
these
promote
guys.
the podcast that I do or anything like that. Just
He's
we
a
put out
number
the-
one nice guy, man.
we put out the first
I'm
episode.
I'm so
and
horny.
Immediately posted it for us, and it's just helped us out like immensely. Royce is awesome. So Royce, if you're listening, thank you so much.
He's a fan of good work, and he's a true internet soldier. He's an internet commander, as far as I'm concerned. Well, thank you much, Ant, and I guess that wraps up your report from PAX East. Congratulations.
Thank you. Can I ask you one very quick question?
Okay, follow-up question. I only got an A, so I gotta hit this on that one. Go ahead.
Where did you get that sick version of "Jumping Someone Else's Train" by The Cure that you played in the break?
I think Jumping Someone Else's Train, is that not originally theirs? Is that a cover?
No, that's off of Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah.
But the version you played, I had never heard before.
Oh no, that was a Forest.
Oh,
Yeah, a different song. But that was a I think that's a remix. Oh no, that isn't the remix. That's the 17 seconds version of a Forest. The one that goes like this.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep. Fuck. Thanks.
Just kidding, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this. If I turn the fucking volume up. This one.
that's a forest?
This is called A Forest.
Okay.
You want me to
I've been
speed
on
it up?
a very big
You know, a forest.
I'll look it up.
All right.
Garrett, thank you so much.
Peace be with you,
Take it
I'm
easy,
so
man.
horny.
and also with you. And I think it's time for another mission.